Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this?
I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future.
It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know.
What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. All right. And of course, we'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and of course, this is what we call News Discussed, Not Told. We have a few things to tell you about. It's a Thursday that feels like, it's Thursday. Yeah, it's a Thursday that feels like a little Friday-ish. Of course, because we're going to be having a long weekend starting from tomorrow. All right. Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Saturday, whatever, Easter Sunday, Easter Monday. Like it's going to be a long weekend. So I hope you stock up on the things that you need, because maybe a little barbecue tomorrow. Well, did us eat chicken on Friday, on Good Friday? I don't think so. Well, you had to eat, what do you think, the mackerel and thing? I like a bread nut, do up like a bread nut and thing like that. Anyway, those days you take advantage of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, because you work so much, you work so hard, you deserve to play hard as well. So let's get into exactly what's making the news. We are hearing from NAWASA again regarding some challenges that they're having in closure. Yep. Over 100,000 students registered to sit the 2025 Caribbean Examination Council exams across the region. At the CXC, we're going to talk to you about that. The police reports accidents over a 24-hour period. We've got the update as it relates to petroleum product prices. You will experience an increase in your gasoline and stuff like that. But we're going to talk about that in gasoline, but diesel and kerosene goes down. But in terms of your gas, they're going up. We'll talk to you about that as well. And we have some other things on the business to tell you about. So brace yourself, of course. We are not going to be staying too long as usual. We're treating today. We're treating today as a Friday. So you think too long and you been it. Headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digicel, NAWASA, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, the Beacon Insurance. We've got also on board with us the G Cruise Project. Everybody else Thank you for being a part of this production. Taking a break, coming back. Don't forget, someone sharing tonight's program might just win some free credit compliments. Did you so? A lucky person might just be you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Okay, again, we'd like to say hello and welcome to you to the first-time viewers. Hello to you, and as well to the usual suspects. Well, hello. NAWASA say that they are actively addressing a critical issue affecting the water supply at Cloge in St. John. A specialized pumped motor vital to the system has sustained irreparable damage, and they say that their teams are prioritizing efforts to secure a replacement. And so they say that they like to apologize for any inconvenience that this may cause. They understand the challenge, but of course they are working to have it resolved. Here is NAWASA.
The system is one that we would have had a pump motor, a very unique pump motor that would have been damaged beyond repair to the point that it needed replacement. We're currently working on that replacement, but in the interim, our electrical team is looking at ways at which we could substitute that with another pump to have the issue resolved. But in the interim now, ASA is pulling out all the stops with regards to our water truck to ensure that the levels at closure are maintained. So some days we'd have 2 water trucks filling the tank, and some days we would have 1 water truck filling the tank. But rest assured that NAWASA would ensure that water gets to closure on a daily basis. In addition to that, we would also be looking at the possibility of regulating the supply. We know the system operates by gravity, and it would always go to the lowest point before it recharges the line back up. So we may look at a valve regulation system to ensure that the persons in the elevated areas also get water as well. That is under consideration, and we would provide updates on that subsequently as well.
Thank you very much, sir, because I am closest to the tank when I'm in closure. And sometimes I'm like, oh, but look at the tank 3 feet from my house, and I can't get water. Why is that one dog? I gotta put a hole in it. And take me on supply from the source. Yeah, so I was saying, dog. But I did see what day I went up to closure. I think it was on the weekend. Yes. On the weekend, I went up to closure and I observed the NAWASA truck coming up right there to refill the tank, So yeah, but so the regulating of the system might be a good idea because the people closest to the water ain't gain, you understand? And you might end up in problems. You might have to take water from the source. Okay, so thank you very much, NAWASA, for that update. Now, more than 100,000 candidates across the Caribbean, they have registered to sit the 2025 external examination administered by the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC. Now, the update comes from CXC's Registrar and Chief Executive Officer, that's Dr. Wayne Wesley, who was speaking at a recently held news briefing. Dr. Wesley revealed that there are over 600,000 subject entries for the exam this year. He also announced coming in 2026, all exams held in January sitting will be delivered electronically, either through a e-assessment system or hybrid e-assessment. Meanwhile, CXC's Director of Operations, that's Dr. Nicole Manning, confirmed that the written papers for this year's Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, at CSEC, and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, CAPE, will officially begin on the 1st of May. So please be guided accordingly. So the RGPF, as we move on, they have started this, what they call a crash count, which is a daily update on accidents recorded for a 24-hour period. According to the police, from 12 a.m. on April 15 to 12 a.m. on April 16, 2024, the RGPF recorded 3 minor traffic accidents across the Tri-Island state. And they urge all to remain vigilant when on the road. So that's not many. 3 across the Tri-Island state. That's not bad. Over a 24-hour period. I hope I'll keep up that, because yeah, good. Right. So, the next thing that we have to tell all you about is petroleum product prices, gasoline and things like that. You're hereby informed that effective Friday, that is tomorrow, 18th, the retail price for your petroleum products, like your gasoline, that's your diesel, your kerosene, and liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, commonly known as the cooking gas in the state of Grenada, will be as follows. So for Grenada, Carriacou, and the PD Martinique, the old price of gasoline was $14.55. It's going to now move to $14.87. That's an increase of 32 cents. Diesel moves from $14.29 to $13.99. That's a decrease of 30 cents. Kerosene moves from $10.57 to $10.26. That's a decrease of 31 cents. In Grenada, as it relates to the LPG cooking gas, the 20 pound, it stays at $40. There's no change there. 100 pound cylinder moves from $220.10 to $233.85, and that's an increase of $13.75. Bulk moves from $2.30 a pound, to $2.40, an increase of 10 cents. Carriacou and PD Martinique for the LPG cooking gas, the 20 pound cylinder, it remains the same, no change there. However, there's an increase when it comes to the 100 pound cylinder. It moves from $243.10 to $256.85, an increase of $13.75. Bulk moves from $230 to $240, an increase of 10 cents. The Ministry of Finance continues, they say, to monitor petroleum product prices and will will intervene as necessary if prices exceeds $17. Petroleum product prices, as the gasoline, the diesel, and kerosene within the Tri-Island state of Grenada, are fully harmonized in line with statements that were made by the Minister for Finance back in 2023. The new retail prices are computed based on the average of the actual cost, freight, and insurance rates for gasoline, diesel, and kerosene. However, for LPG, the main Caribbean postings, that's Platts, for cost was used over the period March 13, 2025 to April 11, 2025. Petroleum products are price control goods, therefore no retailer shall vary that stated price. That you heard tonight. If they do, call 435-1459 to, as they say, larger complaint. All right, so the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources say that they are dedicated to fulfilling its mandate to provide title deeds of a legal pathway to ownership for individuals who have occupied Crown lands for more than 10 years. Now, this initiative is part of its land tenure regularization program, which ensures that eligible occupants can secure ownership of the land that they are currently occupying. Now, as announced in May of 2024, the regularization process will be conducted in the three distinct phases, with phase 1 nearing completion. This phase identified a total of 522 accounts. To date, more than 10,000 paper-based records have been uploaded to a new computerized system. The Land Tenure Regularization Program can now report that it is making steady progress towards ensuring the first set of titles for the occupiers of the Crown lands within phase 1 of the program. The following process have been completed. They're saying, so they have received the cabinet approval for the allotment of parcels of Crown lands to 180 individuals. 180 individuals, my bad. Okay. Secondly, they've identified usable survey plans within the lands and survey department or contracted surveyors to undertake surveys and draft plans for over 100 people who are awaiting survey plans for the preparation of its title deeds. They say that also they have contracted services of 3 private lawyers to expedite the preparation of deeds of titles for review by the Attorney General's chambers and signatures by Her Excellency the Governor General. All right. So they are saying, in other words, and they have listed a whole set of things. So they are saying that the process is steadily moving and achieving its objective. All right. So, I mean, that's good. That's good. The state will make some money and people can now do things, on the lands that they occupy. Once they receive the necessary approval and, the title deeds and stuff like that, they get the land in their name and things like that. So they're able to get loans. A lot of things that you could do. You could actually build concrete structures and be safe. Not wondering whether or not one day the government will come and give you notice to roll. What I do believe is that the government is going to be very harsh on those who refuse to capitalize on the opportunity that is extended to individuals. You understand? That's what I believe. Because here they are giving you an opportunity to regularize your status. I think it's good. Imagine you're squatting. You understand? How long you could do that for? If you're squatting, that means there's a lot of things that you just cannot do. As a squatter, you think you could go to the bank and say, okay, I need a loan and provide your documents as security? Can't do that. Nope. You understand? Unless the property belongs to you. You understand? So yeah, man. Alright. Hear this mom outside. What else do I have to tell you? A quiet day. Today I know there was a incident that happened in Carriacou where some lady get cut or something like that. I saw it being circulated on social media. But really that one day. Understand? Yeah. So it's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a long weekend, and we can encourage you to please be safe. Please be safe. Around Easter is the time when people are out on the beach. Yeah? And people they go to fetes and stuff, and we always hear about stabbings, shootings, killings, drownings. We're hoping that this time around we will not have that you're going to be extremely cautious with your life, because it's your life, not mine. Understanding that in the midst of the fun, life continues. There's going to be life after tomorrow, life after Sunday, life after Monday. The kite flyers, be a little considerate. The bike riders, be a little considerate. I don't have to go into the details. Live and let live. All right. What I want to do right now is provide you with an update from the Met Office. Not the Meth Office, the Met Office. I'm not saying Met Office. Yeah, I don't put in trouble. Ha. Oh Lord. So, generally fair is the weather. windy and hazy with brief light showers overnight. Tonight's minimum temperature is going to be around 25 degrees Celsius, similar to last night. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Interesting. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells, and a small craft advisory remains in effect for tomorrow and Friday. We might get ease up Saturday and Sunday, but for now, certainly today and tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, the weather is expected to be generally fair, windy and hazy with brief light morning showers. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 26. Winds northeasterly to east southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. All right, and again, yes, marine advisory will be in effect for that day. Hello to those of you who are on YouTube. I see you guys are chatting up again. Celine, Suzanne, Raphael, Jennifer, Cher, and everybody else. Blessings to you. Also, Cliselda, Sylvina, Joseph, Hazel, Hazelan, Leonora, and everybody else. Brenda, Valerie, the whole of you lot. Kieran, who else? I see all of holiday, so blessings to you guys. Yeah, Java, thanks again, for always doing the business. So we're taking a break and come back, and when we do so, we come back with a national report.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this?
I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future.
It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank,
What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
This is the GIS News for Thursday, April 17th, 2025. I am Christian Mitchell. In the headlines, Project 500 Dunfermline site nears completion and Grenada Carifta team prepared for Carifta Games 2025. We'll have the details of these stories and more, plus a look at the weather when we return.
Boyo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up.
I'm coming. Karim, what you doing?
Fly my kite.
Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy.
Why not? The wind good.
Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Grenada, get ready for a fantastic opportunity as the Grenada Cultural Foundation presents a logo design competition. So we're asking the general public to submit a creative and impactful logo to identify with the foundation's new brand, using its vision and mission as a guide to become Grenada's premier institute for researching, documenting, and promoting Grenada's culture. Mission to be the gateway to cultural empowerment to Grenada's cultural practitioners. The winning logo will be announced on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, and the winner will be awarded $1,500. All entries should be forwarded via the following email address: gcfgrenada@gmail.com, and should be received no later than 12 midnight on Tuesday, April 15th.
Welcome back. Phase 1 of the Project 500 housing initiative at Dunfermline St. Andrew is nearing completion. This update was shared on Wednesday during a site visit by Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Senator the Honorable Gloria Thomas. She was accompanied by Mr. Randall Dolland, project sponsor of Project 500, who says the project is 65% completed. The Government Information Service was on location to capture the visit. Abigail McIntyre filed this report.
Project 500 was developed to address the growing demand for affordable housing across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Access to housing remains a top priority for the Dickon Mitchell-led administration. The Dunfermline site is the first to be developed under this initiative. It will feature 17 homes in this pilot phase, constructed using modern building techniques and efficient technologies. 7 months after its launch, the site is now nearly completed, with final works expected to conclude within the next 6 weeks. Project sponsor Randall Dolland noted the rapid pace of construction and emphasized that in addition to the homes, essential infrastructure such as roads and drainage systems are also being installed.
When you look at what we were able to accomplish in such a short time, we know the regular time it takes to build a home in Grenada is usually around like 9 months. But in this case, we've been in a year and a half, we're going to have 17 homes up, and as well as a lot of infrastructure completed. And that includes a lot of significant road works and drain work. So when the project is completed, you have a really wonderful, thriving community with great infrastructure already placed and located. Not only are these homes just great quality homes overall, but they're also designed to withstand natural disasters. Obviously, knowing that with the changing climates, changing times, with global warming, and the threats that we have as small and developing states, we have to ensure that when we build now, we build quality homes that can withstand these natural disasters. So that has all been factored in. And again, so we give you high quality and safe, secured homes. The other important thing to note is, as you look around on some of these homes, they all have great insulation built in. So that energy insulation is important. And why is that important? Is because it will take you a lot less energy to cool your home and also retain that cool air for a much longer period of time. So again, there was a lot of thought that went into the design and to the sort of material that we were building with, because it has to be compatible with our current climate and environment to withstand all the threats that may come our way in the future, and also things like parasites or whatever else that we want to sort of be mindful of when we're building here. So these homes are sustainable. They don't necessarily use all of the sand and gravel and other aggregates that we may need in some instances. But again, that's the whole point of testing different technologies. You use a lot less of it, and you use it to build long-term sustainably and not deplete the planet of its natural resources.
All homes are designed by local Grenadian professionals. While the building materials were sourced internationally, the vision and layout reflect local talent and creativity. The 7-acre development also holds a designated green space that will provide recreational opportunities for residents of the new community. Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Senator the Honorable Gloria Thomas, expressed satisfaction with the project's progress and anticipation for its completion.
As Minister, I feel very much happy. I'm very much impressed with the progress being made, and I believe that we could complete this project in the next 6 weeks. I am very much impressed with the different technology that have been used. We have different options here, different sizes, and I think this is an opportunity for interested persons to have a wide variety of choices in the houses that are here. So we offer them different models, and I think people will find something that they're interested in. We start from the cozy, the smaller ones, up to 3 bedrooms. So we have 2 bedrooms, we have 3 bedrooms. And I think people will choose what they think is best for them based on their income, based on the family size, and based on the taste. As we are all aware, housing is a basic human need, and the demand in St. Andrew is very high. It is also high in other parishes, but I can tell you, the number of persons coming forward for housing in St. Andrew is really overwhelming. And I think having the project here in St. Andrews, that will address some of the housing needs, and I think it is well placed here to be taken up by residents in this parish.
As Phase 1 nears completion, preparations are underway for the launch of a new home design, the Hibiscus Home. These upgraded units will be featured in Phase 2, which will span an additional 17 acres at the Dunfermline location.
This is a modification to what we originally set on the project with the Hibiscus Home. The original home was 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. However, we were not getting good feedback and uptake on it. So at this point, we went back to the drawing boards, and again, the local team went back to work and redesigned this home. So this home will essentially be a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, but it will also have the option of easily adding a 3rd bedroom to it. So if you want to decide on expanding your home at a future point, you can do so. It'll be all locally designed, locally built, and all the materials sourced locally here in Grenada. So we're pleased to have this option, and more importantly, or most importantly, will be a price point that will be coming in under market value. So here at Project 500, we have solutions for everybody, every sort of price point, and these are great homes, energy efficient homes, smart homes. And it's not just about simply putting a roof over your head. It's really about giving you a wonderful lifestyle, a great sanctuary to come home to at the end of the day. Something that, your friends, family, your relatives from overseas, when they come in, they'll be like, wow, you really live in a wonderful home. So it should really elevate the lifestyle of all Grenadians. That's the whole point of the project. Again, using the new technologies, using local talent, using local labor. And we're proud of what we have accomplished here in a very short time. We will continue to work to assess the program, understand what the demand for these homes would be. And from there, we will continue to move forward with the most popular homes. But ultimately, we pretty much have done a wonderful pilot, and we have great product that we will be sharing with you very shortly. So stay tuned in the coming months for more information.
Homes under the Project 500 initiative are designed with sustainability in mind. They include energy-efficient roofs and windows, low-flow plumbing fixtures, and rainwater harvesting systems. For the GIS News, I am Abigail McIntyre.
Thank you, Abigail, for this report. Continuing the news, 47 women entrepreneurs were celebrated after successfully completing the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs program, an initiative of the Grenada Investment Development Corporation in partnership with the U.S. Embassy. The AWE program, which was launched in Grenada in 2022, is designed to empower women through quality education, strategic networking, and hands-on mentorship. Participants in the 3rd cohort received training in key areas such as business planning, financial management, and marketing, skills critical to launching and growing successful enterprises. Karen Sullivan, Chargé d'Affaires, U.S. Embassy, Barbados, during Wednesday's graduation ceremony, commended the women entrepreneurs for demonstrating creativity in their business ideas. They were urged to embrace the knowledge to grow their businesses and remain focused even in challenges.
The brilliant, ambitious women who took this opportunity and made it your own. Your businesses spanning swimwear production, customs brokerage, agro-processing, cosmetology, menstrual health products, and even curating unique nightlife experiences in the countryside of Grenada, which I will need to come back and test, showcase the depth of creativity and entrepreneurial spirit that exists among women in Grenada. You embraced the challenge, invested your learning, and today you emerge as stronger, more confident entrepreneurs. The knowledge and networks you have gained here are more than tools. They are a foundation for growth. Entrepreneurship is not an easy path. There will be challenges, economic shifts, competition, unforeseen obstacles, but resilience, adaptability, and innovation will set you apart.
Francis Herrera, Principal Officer of the U.S. Embassy Grenada, said that the expansion of the program is testament to the power of entrepreneurship.
Reflecting on this journey, I am deeply impressed, by the remarkable growth of this program from our first cohort of 14 participants here, to 22 and now 47 of you guys standing out there in front of me. So thank you. This expansion is really a testament to the power of entrepreneurship and the unwavering dedication of every one of you that are involved. And one of the most inspiring aspects of AWE has been the variety of businesses and business ideas that have emerged. Each of you brings unique creativity, innovation, and resilience to the table. And it is this multiplicity that strengthens and enriches our entrepreneur ecosystem. I also want to take a moment to express my deep appreciation to our implementing partner, the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, GIDC. Thank you all very much. To our graduates today, congratulations to each of you. Your journey is just beginning, and I encourage you to take full advantage of the networks, the knowledge, and resources available to you. Continue to dream very big.
Keisha Mitchell, Vice President of GIDC's Business Development Unit, spoke passionately about the program and how it would help women entrepreneurs to transform their businesses and operations.
We believe in the important role that women play in our economy. We are confident of the contributions that you make with reference to improving your livelihoods of others within the community, and of course, contributing to the sustainable development of our economy. And we will not stand here as the GIDC to say that this is going to be glorious days ahead. We are there to help you, of course, and we will continue to be here to help you. But it is also important that you network with those entrepreneurs who are part of this cohort 3.
2 graduates of the 3rd cohort shared their experiences. Carla Isaac, owner of Islander Weld and Fabrication, and Trisha Grant Lewis, owner of Trisha Grant Designs.
But one of the most powerful moments for me was building a business plan through the Dream Builders program. It forced me to go beyond the surface. It asked questions I didn't even know I needed to answer. And trust me, I taught her and I had it figured out. But this program showed me the gaps and how to fill them. But here is what I walk away with: a clear and actionable business plan, stronger financial literacy, a focused marketing strategy. I now know how to speak to my ideal customer, a deeper understanding of formalizing and managing my operation to create lasting impact. Immediately, I've started restructuring my businesses, tightening up my financial systems, and reworking my brand strategy. Long term, I see growth, scalability, and sustainability.
From digital transformation and leveraging the digital economy with Kimron Corian, one of the Caribbean's top digital strategists, to the essentials of law, business law with Anthony at Law, Tershelle R.C. English. Every session, I kid you not, was a revelation and a learning experience. Additionally, the training sessions facilitated by Mr. Russell John, very charismatic, Miss Tamara Prosper, very insightful, Carlene Perman, always wore a smile, Robbie Singh, Lisa Douglas, Kathy N. Pear, and Keisha Mitchell, and of course, the one I will never forget, Mr. Joel Johnson, the taxman. It was all very inspiring.
The ceremony also featured remarks from other participants and CEO of the GIDC, Ronald Theodore. The National Water and Sewerage Authority, NWASA, is working diligently to restore full operations at its sole desalination plant on the sister isles of Carriacou. Earlier this week, NWASA issued an official notice informing customers of a mechanical failure at the plant, which disrupted water production on the island. In response, the technical team immediately mobilized to assess and address the issue. According to initial findings, a leak in the facility led to both electrical and mechanical complications in one section of the plant. Replacement parts have been already sourced and are expected to arrive on the island before or shortly after the Easter holidays. Acting Production and Quality Manager Todd Laborie provided an update on the situation.
As we know, the situation over there is critical and there's a need for the plant to consistently run at max capacity. However, what had happened is we had some water intrusion that affected some electromechanical and computer components that assist in running the plant itself. We've had local technicians take a look at it, and it's deemed that the component has been completely destroyed. As a result, we're working quite assiduously to procure and have another one on island, hopefully before the Easter weekend, but it may be the case that it's after. Likewise in Carriacou, we're Person's champion rainwater harvesting and also water storage. We'd like to ask the customers to utilize their stored supply. We're also looking into emergency interventions if need be to have water on island for distribution. As we know, in addition to residents, we have to maintain supply for the health sector and other areas of Carriacou as well. So we just ask persons to bear with us. We do apologize for the inconvenience, and just know that we're working as best as we could to have the situation resolved in a timely manner.
NWASA has reaffirmed its commitment to resolving the issue quickly and efficiently, emphasizing that every effort is being made to restore a safe and reliable water supply to the people of Carriacou. Stay with us. The GIS News will return after these messages.
Vegetation management at Grenlec is one of our key components of our preventative maintenance program. So we do the majority of our tree trimming or vegetation management before the hurricane season. From our experiences with Hurricane Beryl and Hurricane Ivan, the major damage we suffered to our network was a result of trees falling onto our lines and damaging our infrastructure. So it's important to have that adequate clearance from the power lines, so it will increase our reliability in terms of the safety to our customers. That's very important. We don't want the public getting too close to our power lines. Additionally, to prevent wildfires, we do our patrol and inspections of our lines where we identify trees that are too close to the lines in terms of height or width. We need at least a 10-foot clearance, and we identify trees that are too tall, and if they fall to the lines can cause outages and fires. We use external contractors for the majority of the tree trimming. We also use our in-house linemen if the lines are too close to the power lines, and we need the use of the bucket trucks. Sometimes, based on the closeness, we have to take outages. So as the public, we need your help in giving permission to cut the trees on your property. And if you notice any trees that are too close to the power lines, you can always call us at Grenlec to come in and safely remove them.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a step. So the journey of a year begins with but a sec. 1 second is the difference between old and new. The difference between what you have done and what you have to do. 1 second is the difference between who you were and who you are going to be. The difference between a year of expectations and a year of memories. Awaiting you is a year of opportunities and new moves. Just one final second to reflect. And then we must embrace indeed. I reckon 1 second is all we need.
Grenada, get ready for a fantastic opportunity as the Grenada Cultural Foundation presents a logo design competition. So we're asking the general public to submit a creative and impactful logo to identify with the foundation's new brand, using its vision and mission as a guide to become Grenada's premier institute for researching, documenting, and promoting Grenada's culture. Mission to be the gateway to cultural empowerment to Grenada's cultural practitioners. The winning winning logo will be announced on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, and the winner will be awarded $1,500. All entries should be forwarded via the following email address: gcfgrenada@gmail.com, and should be received no later than 12 midnight on Tuesday, April 15th.
Welcome back. The government of Grenada continues its mission to advocate and harness a green and zero-carbon island, positively impacting the ills of climate change with resilience. In the Grenadian delegation's trip to commemorate the 20th anniversary in January, one of the Memorandum of Understanding signed was between Yantai City, the People's Republic of China, and St. George, Grenada on promoting zero-carbon island cooperation. Government and Yantai officials joined stakeholders at the recently held Green and Low Carbon Island Cooperation meeting. The Chargé d'Affaires of the Chinese Embassy spoke to the importance of the Yantai cooperation.
As a strong advocate for sustainable island development, Yantai has become an exemplary city for green, low-carbon, and high-quality development in China. Notably, it is the first Chinese city to achieve zero-carbon heating and has accumulated extensive experience in driving the comprehensive green transformation of both its economy and society. November 13, 2024, Yantai hosted the International Zero Carbon Islands Cooperation Initiative launch event during the 20th United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP29, held in Baku. The initiative calls for global island stakeholders to enhance cooperation in strengthening climate resilience, exploring zero-carbon pathways, protecting ecological resources, and engaging in interactive exchanges.
Dr. Roxanne Graham-Victor, the National Climate Change Adaptation Officer, also spoke to the important collaboration and impact of this initiative with Yantai.
Today's meeting is timely and highly significant. As small island developing states, countries like Grenada are particularly vulnerable to the adverse impacts of climate change, including sea level rise, extreme weather events, and disruptions to critical economic sectors such as tourism and agriculture. At the same time, we recognize that these challenges also present unique opportunities for innovation, for technology transfer, and for building resilient, sustainable economies powered by clean energy and guided by principles of environmental stewardship. And we are excited by the prospects of meaningful cooperation, sharing experiences, technologies, and policies that can help accelerate Grenada's own green transformation. We believe there is great scope for mutual benefit through joint projects, investment facilitation, research partnerships, and capacity building exchanges.
Dr. Graham-Victor further highlighted the strides and milestones achieved for sustainable climate adaptation.
Currently, we are in the process of preparing our BTR as well, which further demonstrates our commitment to transparency. These frameworks provide a foundation for targeted collaboration in areas such as renewable energy development, including solar, wind, and battery storage, green infrastructure and energy efficiency in buildings and public services, waste management and circular economy initiatives, coastal and marine ecosystem protection, sustainable transportation, and green mobility solutions. We are especially eager to explore how this partnership with Yantai City can support the realization of key national targets, including our ambition to achieve 100% renewable electricity by 2035, and how it can enhance local employment, promote innovation, and drive inclusive development.
Mr. Hu Yingbing, director of Yantai Zero Carbon Island Development Center, in his presentation, speaking through a translator, highlighted the success of Yantai and the anticipation for cooperation.
Yantai is now building a demonstration city
featuring green and low carbon and high quality development. Yantai and St. George signed a MOU on promoting zero carbon island cooperation, which was witnessed by the Premier Li Qiang of the State Council of China and Prime Minister Mr. Mitchell of Grenada. The purpose of our visit is to work with Grenada friends from all walks of life to jointly implement the spirit of the talks between the leaders of the two countries, advance the process of the MOU on cooperation, promote green and low carbon cooperation, and contribute to the sustainable development of islands.
The city of Yantai has promoted the green lifestyle through various sectors and aspects of life, which has positively impacted the livelihoods of citizens. These include green vehicles, waste sorting and disposal, prompting of aquaculture, reforestation, replanting, and seagrass beds. They continue to be leaders in environmental protection, deepening the cooperation. Grenada continues to promote and align its development through corporations as Yantai in an effort to guide the sustainable development of key sectors. The meeting was a platform for key stakeholders of the Yantai Corporation. The Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, is embarking on a major transformation as part of its ongoing strategic repositioning efforts. One key change will be the introduction of a new mode of examination delivery for the January sitting, beginning in 2026. During a press conference this week, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of CXC, Dr. Wayne Wesley, announced that the Council will implement e-assessment and hybrid e-assessment formats as the new standard for the January exams. This is part of the broader repositioning for the Council.
Effective January 2026, all examination administered in the January sessions will be offered electronically, either as e-assessment or hybrid e-assessment. In situations where candidates are unable to write the examinations electronically, they will be accommodated in the May-June sessions, where both paper-based and e-assessment will be administered.
CXC, which has been engaged in strategic repositioning exercises since December 2023, has three main components which will be used to guide the repositioning of the organization.
The modernization of our governance system, which involves a review of CXC's Article of Agreement to include expanded stakeholder representation, enhanced accountability structures, relevant expertise and prudent oversight, and appropriate board organs committee created to ensure adherence to policy mandates. Secondly, organizational redesign. This speaks to redesigning within a resilient construct to make CXC fit for purpose in carrying out its duty of care to the regional education system. What this means is a CXC transforming for greater relevance, sustainability to achieve organizational agility, where we are seeking to respond swiftly and effectively to unpredictable events.
The third component, reimagining assessment and certification, speaks to the recalibration of the CXC's assessment and certification systems. The goal is to embrace flexible, progressive learning and a competency-based educational model that recognizes the diversity in learners' needs and abilities.
And you might be wondering, how will CXC be doing this? Well, first of all, we will be emphasizing the acquisition of skills and competencies, social, behavioral, and cultural, as well as using prior learning assessment in recognizing the competencies students and candidates have achieved. Secondly, we will be redesigning our qualifications to achieve optimal balance between content coverage and the acquisition of skills through the various approaches, including signaling of current and future employment and skills demands, as well as the modularization of syllabuses.
In other news, a new qualification with focus on the learner has been developed by CXC. This new qualification deals with the learning styles, learning rate, learning depth, and their rate of retaining information. CXC has made this qualification based on the different types of learners. The qualification is called Caribbean Targeted Education Certificate, CTEC. According to Wesley, this will restructure traditional subjects into modules, allowing students to learn at their own pace to obtain the subject.
We have started this process with both English and mathematics. And just to say that the modularization of English and mathematics will be done across 3 modules. And each module will be assessed independently. And the combination of those 3 modules will provide for the award of the full certification. So for example, in mathematics, CTEC Award Module 1 will be achieved by a student at any point throughout their study. 2, 3, and all of that come together to give it a full CSEC mathematics qualification. So a combination of all 3 modules will give. This will add a great level of flexibility to the teaching, learning, and assessment process, because now a student, if you for some reason have to leave school for any particular reason, you can re-engage the system based on what module you have already completed. So you don't have to start the entire CSEC syllabus all over again.
Exams for the May-June exams began on April 15th, with 100,000 candidates registered to sit more than 600,000 subject entries across the region. When we return, we'll have sports and the weather update.
Many of us take our health and well-being seriously. We exercise, we eat right, we try hard. Sometimes we give up, but we can't give up on the health of land and the seas that sustain us. We must reduce the amount of plastic weight we generate individually. A person can generate up to 70 times their weight in waste. That's over 10,000 pounds of plastic over a lifetime. Now multiply that by the country's population. Without reuse, repurposing, or recycling, each OECS island will generate more than 1 billion pounds of plastic waste over a lifetime. This can't be our legacy. Separate plastic waste for transport to a facility that reuses, repurposes, or recycles.
Recycle OECS. Green actions, blue oceans.
Are you thinking about buying a vehicle? Did you find a company on social media? Stop. It may be a scam. Look out for the following red flags. Is the price lower than other dealers? Does it seem too good to be true? Are you sending the monies to the US even though you are ordering the vehicle from Japan? Does the address on the invoice match the address on the payment details? Are conversations limited to WhatsApp text? Is there a sense of urgency placed on you by the seller? You are about to be scammed. Do not take your hard-earned cash or even worse, a loan to send to these scammers. Once the money leaves Grenada's shores, you are not likely to get it back. Consider buying a vehicle already on island from an individual or a car dealer. Beware of these scammers. If in doubt, it's best to stay out. A message from the Financial Intelligence Unit.
Boyo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up.
I'm coming. Karim, what you doing?
Fly my kite.
Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy.
Why not? The wind good.
Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. The GAA has selected 40 athletes for the 2025 Carifta Games, 11 of which will participate in field events and 29 in track events. After the presentation ceremony, some athletes spoke with members of the media on the events that they will participate in and what they hope to achieve.
I believe we're going to bring some medals, gold medal back to Grenada, and we're looking to break the national 4x1 record and some other records.
At the Carifta Games this year, I'll be running the 800, the 1500, and the 4x4 relay. My expectations for these races is that I get a personal best, and hopefully I'll be able to medal in the 800 as well as the 4x4 with my team.
My expectation is very clear. I want to bring back like 3 gold medals, and yeah.
My name is Christophe Kalis. I'm going to take part in the 100 meters, the triple jump, and the 4x1 and the 4x4. I've been working hard enough to come back on the team once again. I hope to bring back at least 2 to 3 medals this year.
My name is Kyle Ned. I am from the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, and I'll be taking part in the 110 hurdle, 400 meter hurdle, 400 meter, the 4x4 relay, and mixed relay.
Okay, what are your chances within this year?
Well,
is it your first time?
No, this is not my first time, but my chances in the 400 meter hurdle, I could get the goal if I push hard for it, and we are looking to get the national record for the 4x4 and the 4x4 mixed as well. So we can medal in a lot of events.
For Ethan Sam, this is his 3rd time being selected on the team, and Rayvon Telesford's 4th, both of whom have medaled in the games.
In Carifta, I'll be participating in the 100 and 4x1 relay. My personal best in the 100 is 10.46, and in the 200 is 21.33.
What do you expect to achieve?
Well, what we looking to expect is getting a national record in the relays, hopefully. Well, we're supposed to have it in the bag.
So this is my 4th Carifta, 2-time medalist, gold medal in 2022, 2nd medal in 2024. I'm looking forward to getting a gold medal again this year, 2025, at the Carifta Games in Trinidad.
The team left the island via a Cal chartered flight on Thursday morning and will return on Tuesday, April 22nd. Grenada's national swim team departed the island earlier today to compete in the 38th Carifta Aquatic Championships in Trinidad and Tobago. The team, comprising 10 national swimmers, their coach, 3 officials, and parental support, left from the Morris Bishop International Airport with high spirits and strong hopes of returning home with medals and personal bests. Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Delma Thomas, was on hand to wish the team well ahead of their departure.
And so I want to take the opportunity to wish our superstars the best as they go to Trinidad to compete. Only the best is good enough. We are rooting for them as a nation, and we are backing them 100%. So on behalf of the government and people of Grenada, we want to wish the entire Carifta team all the best, and we will be with them celebrating all through the event and at the end of the event.
Coach Damik Walters shared his confidence in the swimmers, describing the team as both talented and diverse. He praised their commitment and intense training, saying it positions them well for success at the regional meet.
We have some young, inexperienced swimmers, some experienced swimmers, and some very, very experienced swimmers, I must say. Competition will be held in Trinidad, as we said, and then we have swimmers participating in events from 50s all the way up to open water.
The opening ceremony for the championships will take place on Friday, 18th April 2025 at 3 p.m. at the Hisley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain. This event will be held jointly with the opening ceremony for the track and field championships. Swimming competitions run from Saturday, 19th April to Tuesday, 22nd April at the Aquatic Center in Couva, with the open water event scheduled for Wednesday, 23rd April. Members of the swim team also shared their thoughts and expectations ahead of the competition.
I feel very achieved, very honored, very excited and nervous too. Swimming has always been my thing ever since I was little. I always had a passion for swimming, and I always been good at swimming.
My expectations are to at least place in all my races and to get personal best in all my events. It's been hard to train because I am also in grade 6 doing CPA, and the balancing is actually a lot, but I've managed to handle it pretty well. So preparations has been good, and I know that I've been training hard for this moment to represent my country in Carifta Games.
For preparing, we've had a harsher training set from December, and I honestly believe that we're gonna get some good results this year, and I'm excited to see the outcome.
Two overseas-based swimmers, Sarah Dowden and Tilly Colomo, residing in the United States and the United Kingdom respectively, will join their teammates in Trinidad. Now for the weather. The Met Office at the Maurice Bishop International Airport reports that the state of Grenada will experience mostly fair and windy conditions with slight haziness expected. Winds will blow from the east to east-southeast at speeds between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate with wave heights ranging from 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A small craft advisory remain in effect. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:53 a.m. That brings us to the end of the GIS news for Thursday, April 17th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chris and Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.